Good afternoon to you, sir.
Greetings to the eye.
Yeah, man. Glad to see you another Sunday. Be here with us and to give the people them some good advice or to what to store up in their immune system in their body, or to clear out their body out because it's come like there's a lot of load that they have to drop out. Some people don't go to the bathroom for all 2-3 days. That's not dangerous.
Yeah, and that is just lacking of self-responsibility individually.
It lack so
Self-responsibility.
So what they're supposed to train themselves to go every morning.
No, that is not just training yourself. No. One is an adult. An adult at times being a guardian to a child. No, but if you is an adult and cannot take care of yourself, then what can a guardian like you being to a child?
One lady
it is a responsibility that you supposed to learn as you grow and becomes an adult.
One lady talked to me after the year and said sometimes she tried to go, and when she gets ready to go, you cannot go. She have to force herself. And then when the feces come out, you come like a sausage, loose.
It's because of the eating habits, things that she consuming, that is where you have to adjust and makes the difference. You can identify your feces and look and see these things, and also it comes with the feelings. Within the human structure, it comes with a feeling. So it is us to make better choices with the things that we consume to maintain and to sustain the body. Yeah, we all make poor choices, based on the taste of things. Yeah, we make very poor choices, based on even our upbringing, not, an environment who promotes health. Environment, we live into an environment that rolls on the fantasies of the minds of the people.
They say that you should do exercise. Do you think that women that might not have no time to walk 2 miles or 3 miles because they're always at work, you think working in nursing home is an exercise?
Well, it is one that really make a choice not to find time to do these things. And everything that we do is a choice we make. So it's not, it's just one, what one wants to achieve in life. They put forward interest into these things, what they want to achieve. So if you want to achieve much better health, of course you will put in the time to do exercise. But, if it is the competitions of work, other things, then, the choice is still what you make. Yeah.
The thing is that to have a proper diet, exercise, and give yourself time, you can't kill out yourself on one thing. You have to give yourself exercise, proper diet, and rest.
We all knew that, but that is not what the environment is promoting. No, the environment is more promoting fantasies, material things, to work, promoting drugs, promoting vaccine, promoting all sorts of things. That have nothing to do with health.
Can you see, when the vaccine first started, they say you take 1. Then they say you take 2 after a while. Now they say you have to take a booster. So after the booster, now they're going to say you have to take a 3-star. You just go down the line. So what is all this?
Well, again, if you were listening, the song, as Bob says.
Exodus.
Yeah. Open your eyes. Look with it. Are you satisfied with the life you live in? Yeah. That is what the song said.
So now they are telling you that after a while, maybe you have to do it every 3 months. And I know when I was in Jamaica as a little boy, a little girl, when they have that sickness came and they give you one vaccination, you never take 2 or 3.
Yeah, but there's no comparison. You can't compare it.
God, this one's a killer. That's what they say.
Yeah, and this is more advanced technology things,
Mm.
you know, and then you hear
Can't hear you.
then you hear all of a sudden in the technology world is where the billionaire them lies,
Mm.
and these are the guys. You know, within the COVID, when it just started, apart from China, the most dominant man of the era was Bill Gates,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, within the COVID,
Mhm.
the most dominant man is Bill Gates. And then you start to hear of the Elon Musk and them guys. And then you start to hear who is the billionaire and who leading. That's all you hear what going on right now.
But you know what, Mr. Shango? AIDS, the man never refer about AIDS anymore. Like it's there, but they put that aside.
Yeah, cause that was then.
But it's still there.
Regardless, just like a lot of things then, still there. It's not an uprising.
Cancer been out for years. Hunting years cancer out, and they cannot find anything for that.
Well, they put that in your mind to say that they cannot. That's a choice. You know, we're not here forever.
A lot of people used to die from AIDS. A lot of people die from it. When you look on them, you see their face drawing, their eyes pluck it out. You're a black person, your ear look like a Chinaman. Everything you eat, you come like a duck, it come right back out. And quick time, a lot of young people die from that. It's not just homosexual, but they inject the needle and all those kind of stuff and they catch it from one another. And a lot of people die until they go and bring in and do some research and bring in a tablet that you can look at a AIDS person and they will know they got AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
So they do a little benefit with the AIDS. You still have it, but if you take that tablet, nobody can know. So you don't look sick. But cancer, nobody can they don't come up with cancer.
Well, that is the greatness of man. Yeah. Greatness of man can do these things. And that's why you have these guys become billionaires and rich because these guys have found a way how to be creative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how to move and elevate themselves into whatever it takes to be very creative. And you only heard of them. You get what I'm saying? But we all, you know, can find ways out how to lift too. Yeah, not just them. And as I says, individually, yeah, you see someone, few guys that try a thing, but them still not unite. Because at the end of the day, individually, it good. Because the number single one is what you started out with. Very good. But that thing near unity is strength. If you go into the fields and you see, you hardly ever see one banana, you see ton load of banana trees. You go into the flowers, you see ton load of flowers in the garden. So it's showing you from a unity level. But if it's one individual trying a thing, yeah.
But isn't there a lot of remedy in the forest that people don't know about? Some people know and some don't. Some people might even know about it, but don't.
Millions of remedies. But the minds of the human being, what is transpired, as the years and days and weeks go by. Yeah. The human being have left the earth and transformed themselves into a more technology world. Yeah, no one want to till the soil. Yet still them blame the food. the soil, if the soil is messed up, regardless of who they put, they can't go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If the soil is messed up, yeah, man, regardless, you have to tilt the soil.
And fertilize the soil.
Yeah, you have to. If you get proper things and good things, you know, the right minerals flourish out of the soil to the food for you to consume.
You can't just look on the soil and just put it in there.
No, I can't.
Because you got things in the soil that will destroy everything that you put in there.
Yes, yes, yes.
And the thing is that the next thing again, when you go anywhere to pick something, you should pick it before 6 o'clock.
Yes, yes, sundown.
Or early in the morning.
Yeah. Pick
Right?
it early in the morning is better, you know?
Early in the morning.
Yeah.
Because all the medicine in that product gone back into the soil.
Yeah. It's go down, you know?
People might not realize that, but then in the morning early, wake up early and go into your garden and pick some mint or pick some stuff and boil it.
It's not so people don't realize. People don't, the knowledge did not pass on to them in that way. And it's just like them themselves, individually like us, you know. Regardless, the day goes. When evening come and it start to dawn, you know, your body mood just change to more of, you know, I'm going to no work.
True.
Yeah, you more want to think of you going back to your room or your bed.
Yeah.
Regardless if you sleep all day. It's just nature in its realms of norms. You know, and it's the same thing with the fruit. Same thing with everything. You know, because when a man says nature, he may exempt himself to say he's not, but he's a part of it. But he's the human nature, of the human nature. But nature is a broad spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one should pay more attention to what they consume in their body, not just take everything and use your body as a dumpster. You know, you got stuff you go throw in the dumpster and you just leave it there.
Yeah, it's just like you have a lot of people who know faced with water retentions and end up diagnosed with arthritis. Doctor not telling them, okay, eliminate salt or cut down on the salt, or if you're going to consume salt, consume the pink Hawaiian salt, because that is much more healthier than the chemical salt you've been consuming. Now, what salt does to the body, it carries water to the body. You know what I'm saying? But if your body is not releasing water, now you have to re-examine if you should consume that.
True.
But just taking medication for arthritis and consuming it,
You see, it's not going to help.
you're self-destructive too. But lacking the knowledge, because the doctor don't share that.
Representing for Sun Life, total health. Whoa. If you want Lion Paw Roots Tonic, Benefactor with Roots Tonic, yeah. Sunside Bitters, whoa. Slim Possible, 46 to White Plains Road, Bronx, New York. 10466, telephone 718-547-3760, fax 347-945-0670, email sunlifehealth06@aol.com, website www.sunlifehealth.com. Healthy lifestyle, Sun Life Total Health. Whoa, home every day from 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Keep it represent to the fullest.
Yes, Sun Life is located right there between 228 and 229th Street on the uptown side. They got the good smoothie. Great. Mr. Shango, what is smoothie? What is some people that might not know, what is smoothie?
Have you ever drink a sip on a smoothie before?
A sip? Yeah.
Yeah? How it felt?
Huh?
How it felt?
Oh, with what?
How it felt when you consume it?
Oh, it's tasty. I drink the fruit smoothie. and I drink the green smoothie.
Okay. One of my favorite smoothie is the sea moss.
The sea moss smoothie.
Yeah, is my favorite.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, pure sea moss.
Nothing in it.
Except agave. I normally would I add agave nutmeg and also my vanilla and
So you have to put ice in that one?
I'm not a big fan of ice. No, if it have a chill, it's okay for me.
I
love it
notice
that way.
I'm not a big fan of ice either.
Yeah.
I don't even drink ice water.
Yeah.
I don't even drink anything that cold.
Well, I wouldn't tell her once say I don't drink anything that cold. I wouldn't.
When
say
I say
that,
drink,
you know?
like, well, I don't drink soda.
But like for
I drink
instance,
things out the refrigerator. Yeah, I do
if
drink
a
things.
person
that-
offer me juice, no, and ice come in it, I'll tell her no. Yeah, I wouldn't want that juice. Yeah, I am like that, you know. A
Okay.
person offer me water and bring it in a glass and put ice in it, I would say no. Yeah, but if a person bring me water and it has a chill to it, I'd consume it. You know what I'm saying? But with the ice in it, no, I don't want ice.
So how destructive is the ice to what you're drinking?
Well,
to your body?
Yeah, it is, because it's just like when I want to throw cold water on you, how you react?
Body shiver.
Well, it's the same concept inside. Inside is much warmer than outside of your body. It is
Yeah.
the same concept. It's no difference.
So if you're drinking any liquid, you should drink moderate.
Room temperature. Is always
temperature.
because your body much more dealing with a room temperature. You know, that's what it is. That's why they always recommended for room temperature, because of how your body react to when, if it is too hot or if it is too cold, it can create something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So never drink too cold of a drink. Yeah. Too cold. You can okay right now. I'm just drinking too cool of a drink. Bring on a symptom such as fever.
What about too hot?
Too hot mainly is a burn up thing that will always affect one. Because if you're too hot, how to consume it, if you don't practice how to consume too hot of a, like for instance, you see I just brought the soup here, and you see how I consume it while it was so hot. Many people have asked me that same question. Being see me drinking sip and steam coming out of it, and they're like, how you does that? And I'm like, my food has to be pitch hot. Yes, it has to be pitch hot. I'm in nothing warm.
So if you're drinking a cup of soup, it have to be hot.
Yes.
If you're eating like your vegetarian food, it have to be hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that means when you're eating or drinking, you don't converse that much because you're not going to let it stay there and cold.
You know.
That's very kind. You know, sometimes you eat it and people are around and you talk to them and your food get cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes
And food is a thing where once prepared, should consume right away.
why?
If you notice an avocado, you cut an avocado and cut piece to consume it now, and go back and look at the piece that you leave for later. Started to spoil.
Start color.
Yeah, not just the color.
Change the color.
It changed the color one, and the same dry pear you leave there, you go back, it becomes thready.
Well, when you come to avocado, Mr. Shango, a lot of people don't know the value of avocado.
Yeah.
Some people just buy avocado and cut off 2 slices with what they're eating and put the rest in the fridge. And sometimes they don't remember saying avocado. You can eat a whole avocado,
Which I does most of the time.
which is very healthy for you.
Because it carries a lot of protein, where not just protein, but it also help other avenues inside of the body, where it's most people have not acknowledged about avocado. Yeah, avocados comes also now into oil. It is one of the most expensive oil out there on the market.
Avocado oil.
Yes.
Okay.
One of the most expensive oil. And that oil tend to use mostly in salad and those
Salad.
things. Yeah.
So the time that you make a bowl of lettuce and tomato and all this thing and cut up your avocado and eat it as a salad.
Yeah. Yeah. Very healthy, man.
Don't just eat two pieces. You know, many people buy avocado and only eat two slices out of it. And the rest go to...
Well, upbringing, have a lot because, as I says, most of the times when even customers see I him consuming avocado, that them say so much avocado, and I say, yeah. Because it's a very healthy fruit.
Good afternoon.
You know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing?
You eat avocado?
Yes, sir. Since I used to stop eating it, I used to in the early days don't eat avocado.
No.
But then when I came here, I realized the value of the avocado, so I started eating avocado again.
So you're doing right.
Yeah, well, I grew up on avocado. When I says I grew up on avocado, me and the cat them sometimes in the bush they used to, because the cat them love avocado too, Yeah, man, the push them, yeah, they love it too, So them always go to the tree.
And wait till they drop.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes when you get the avocado, when you see the avocado and look, cat already take a piece of it.
So now if you have race to get the avocado.
Sometimes.
And the cat they go right at the tree go wait till they drop.
Yeah.
You know the cat is very smart.
Very. Very. They are like similar. When I watch a cat, they are similar like a human being. I'm serious.
Hello, Brother Hall. How you doing, man?
Yes, sir. I'm here listening to you guys for a while, enjoying the program.
Who is there with you?
Well, I asked my nephew to call in, but he said he's going to drive.
Oh,
He's going to leave work and drive, so maybe he's going to call in. But for now, I'm all by myself.
what happened to those three beautiful young lady?
I will have to go down there and call from the house sometime.
So what you have on your mind?
You know,
What you have on your mind?
Well, I'm just enjoying the talk with Brother Shango, the cancer, the injection, everything, and further down we'll come in with something. But so far, I'm enjoying the whole
Conversation. Yeah.
You know what? I was reading an article earlier this week regarding to individual. One considered what we would consider to be in Jamaica a madman.
A madman.
And the other we considered a regular person. So I was watching it on Facebook. Now the regular person now approached the
madman.
we'll call a madman. Right? But the madman accordingly turned to the regular persons and asked him the question. Now the question he says to the regular person was, did you say that I am a madman? And the person referred and said yes. And he said, is it the fact that my views are different from the world makes me a madman? But no one have an answer.
You could answer him.
Yeah.
He bind them right there.
Yes. So I am asking the same question to you all. Because it was a very interesting question. What he was responding, when he says it to the person. Does my views that
Well,
is
that's
different from the world
listen now.
makes me a madman?
If you're between you and Brother Hall, if you listen the way our people talk, they bring up a point to you and you say, I didn't understand it, but oh, you're a madman. You know this? Because you didn't understand that at that time you're a madman. I went to Jamaica once, and there's a guy that named Desmond live in Seaford. And there was a whole post office there. Desmond walked the street, the people there. And Desmond was in the old post office beside the police station having sex with another mad woman. You know. And the whole crowd come down and watch him. When Desmond done, Desmond said, look at this. Two of we are mad woman. And Uno no mad. And they couldn't draw a crowd pan way. You understand?
So, you see, as I says, when you look at life from a learning angle of what is, saying that people at point when they say things, I don't know if they realize the seriousness of it, or how we treat also sickness of individual.
Yeah. What's your view on that, Brother Hall?
Well, when you talk about people said something and you don't know the answer and they say it's mad.
No, you say you're a madman.
Yeah, but that the person who said that, that's the person who mad, because the communication, you can't say something to me, no, brother. I mean, I understand. You supposed to explain it. So if you are going to call me mad because me don't understand what you said, then who's the mad person?
I the person that call you mad. Ignorant. Very ignorant and very illiterate.
Yeah, because the communication stop. Can you use something when you don't know,
I know, Sasha.
Use a word.
Vital point because that happens every day.
Yes, and then again, even when we internalized it and says individual is mad, is it really true what we're saying of the individually? Are we putting down the individual because of their character? What is it that we missed where, if you look in our community back home, not even just Jamaica, but even here, you have seen it where a lot of guys, we have characterized them some way, but it is, when you look at it, it is also called sickness. It's a sickness. But then our response most time doesn't refer to it as sickness. We refer to it, a bad man, crazy, gone crazy. And what I'm saying, when you look at it, is that the right approach?
If you walking down the street and either you're praying or you're just talking some reference, you're just going back and you just, people see you and look at you. Oh God, that one day I get mad now. You understand? The one day I get mad now, I talk to himself. But they don't know what you're doing. But they just say, yeah, mad. So that's the word. Mad.
No, but I can understood what you are saying when a person says that. I'm talking about a literally sick individual.
A sick individual.
Yeah. I'm referring to a literally.
What is a madman?
That is what I'm asking.
What is a madman, Brother Hall?
Well, them say a madman is mentally ill, but you can't just approach somebody and say they're mad. You don't know the person's lifestyle and everything. You can't just assume. That's our problem.
Well,
that man made.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because you can learn things from a man who they say is a madman. Yeah, you can learn something from them. So it's just communication, and we and judgment. We are past judgment on the person and don't understand the person.
Is mad different from insane?
That's a question I don't know, because they say insane because they're mad the same way. So
all right, I know a young guy. He fixed television, and his wife went to work as a nurse, and she happened to come back home. She didn't feel like work. She come back home, and she see another woman at the bed, asleep, with her husband, and she grabbed the husband And the old man jump up and say, he don't know how she get here. And then from that day, he become a madman. He never himself anymore. What do you think? He mad?
Wow.
Repeat her story.
His wife went to work
Mm-hmm.
and leave him in the night to the bed. And when the wife didn't decide she was going to work anymore, she come find him and another woman are sleeping at the bed. They were both sleeping, don't know what to do. And the wife grabbed him in the neck. And he said, I didn't bring her here, I don't know. And from that time, his head is not too good no more. So he called him a madman until he died.
I would say he's a madman.
And and even they might say he take the alcohol for it, and he fix. He's a good technician. He's a good technician. You might hear Jimmy.
What it is that the human body. I may only knew 5% of my body, or my body operates. You know what I'm saying? The chemicals that function and how your body function. Externally, when we see the function of the body and how it reacts different from the normal of society, we tend to give it all sort of labeled. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing and use ignorance and go forward. That's what it is. Sometimes when it happens to you, that is when people much more aware and realize, oh, your body work.
How does the diet work with your brains? This thing that you consume.
Then it is all of it. It is all of it that creates the whole thing, because the food is what nourishes the whole body. Yeah, the food is what nourishes the whole body, the glands, the kidney, the organs, name it, the blood. It is the food what you consume on a daily basis. That's why they can able to just take a sample of blood and tell you how much sugar is into that blood because of the food you consume. That high into sugar, they will able to tell you that. Food you consume high into salt, they will able to tell you that. Cut down and this, they don't have to look on a daily basis to see literally the food you are eating, no? Because the food what you're eating on a daily basis going to lead up where you will have to do a test someday.
But when you're gonna consume food stuff, you think? I know we don't put it to say, well, we're gonna eat this today, and this is going to help my bloodstream. This is going to go to the brain. We just eat. We don't really think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, we just eat. That is the environment we live into. Yeah.
If we did think the benefit that we can get out of this,
I don't do that. I used to, but I don't do that no more. Yeah, because I have to go to the bathroom every day. And I know certain things, if you eat certain things, I'm not going to use the bathroom. I'm not going to have a bowel movement. Yeah. When I used to be young, I could eat 10, 15 dumplings.
15 dumplings?
Yeah, that time a young boy.
A slim man, I eat 15 dumplings.
No, I wasn't slim at the time that young.
With butter?
Yeah. You know the thing, Brother Victor? But today, you know, our body changed.
Yes, yeah.
You can be elite one.
Can be elite one.
That is the big difference I'm showing you. Sir. There's a changes that you live and you don't see it. But the body change. And it's you.
All everybody like, right?
It is you now have to identify these changes. So if you're going to be home and you acknowledge and realize that 2-3 days you don't have a bowel movement.
Hello?
Yes.
Good evening.
You're making a lot of echo there. You are driving?
Yes, I am driving.
Wow.
on the road. I'm on the road. Is it too loud?
Very. Say hello to Brother Hall.
Okay. Hi, Brother Hall. Hi, Brother Shango.
Likewise, brother.
Yes, how you doing?
Yeah, they. Okay, go ahead. What's going on, my brother?
No, I was just listening to you all talking about mental illness and how we address it,
Yes.
especially in our culture, and you know. But a lot of us we weren't. If I might, a lot of us we weren't educated, and it was a simple term we just used with no form of idea what we're talking about.
But some people say that person is over-educated, that's why they turn fool. That's why they're mad.
No such thing.
You hear that?
Brother Shango already touched on it and said our body can be off, chemically imbalanced, and that could cause different reaction in our body. But there's no such thing as being overeducated and make you go lose your mind.
You heard that before, right?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in Jamaica.
Yes. And they use stuff like that to kill a conversation and not to have a conversation and try to investigate what is actually going on. I spent all day yesterday having a conversation with somebody in Jamaica, and I was trying to have a conversation, and the entire day the person had the conversation with me, they were saying that I was jealous and bad mind, and I was like, that's an emotion. It don't have nothing to do with the fact that I'm talking about. And they wouldn't let go off it. Because that was just an easy way to get over the conversation and not investigate it. So culturally something that we find ourselves buying to. Where you see somebody on the street talking to themselves and you say they're crazy. And I'll be going home in the car and I just start talking, have a whole conversation with myself about something. So I think it's just culture and where we come from and how stuff was diagnosed, and we hold on to it right now.
Brother Hall, anybody ever say you're crazy?
Yes. since I bumped into Brother Shango and Brother Clive, they say me crazy, yes.
Who said that?
A lot of people.
When you do what? When you do what?
The conversation may change.
Oh.
They're going to say, wait, what happened to this brother? Because I'm saying, and then I listen to Roy Higgins, and the guy is Higgins, and the guy is telling me things that I never know before.
Right.
And I take my time to listen. So it's going to be a different person.
That kid that was in that courthouse that charged for that murder, you think he was acting crazy, or what was he doing? What was he trying to do?
He was acting. They put him there. They said they have a mock jury and another one. He was performing. He was they shoot him up exactly what to do.
So he
was performing.
So you say the judge is crazy?
As somebody said, they pay the judge off. But anyway, the whole thing is a racist thing, so it's not going to happen. It's a racist thing, but I
get away for not guilty.
That shoot there.
Yes.
Yeah, but I kind of heard everybody going crazy over that thing, and I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing crazy about it. No, unless I don't know myself.
I don't think you know yourself.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I think you have to check out yourself, because if you don't see anything in that case, something is wrong with you. You crazy.
You is a black man and you looking for the same justification for your result. You is wrong if you continue to think that you're going to always get disappointment. If you continue to think the way you think.
So you said that kid was a black man?
Huh?
That was a black boy?
No, I'm saying it's a white guy shoot two white people.
Yeah, but black people was demonstrating also.
And I am
But
saying...
But Brother Shango is saying, Brother Shango is saying he knew the result already. So what you think?
I'm saying I am a person who continue to read the philosophies of Marcus Garvey.
Yeah.
And Marcus Garvey been said it. And I've been learning to say black people going to look justification in America. It's not there. So if Marcus Garvey been said that and I've been come to America and I have seen Marcus Garvey did long before I born. And I read that. Forget about what he said. I have lived and see how much black people them shoot and kill in America. And nothing resolved more than give a few billions of dollars and that's it. So what are you saying to me?
That the justice system is not right.
I am telling you, sir, all of what is seen happening is a disappointment to you. It's not to me.
So I noticed Marcus Garvey. You think they should have a Bible with Marcus Garvey?
What is a Bible?
The Bible that Brother Hall everybody read. Genesis.
A Bible is a book of people put together.
A book that we put together. Different book.
It's a book of people put together.
But only people read Marcus Garvey.
It is no more important than Marcus Garvey book. It is no more important than Marcus. Because Marcus Garvey book more can relate on everyday life to me to uplift my life than the Bible. If you ask me.
What you never think about that, Mr. Man, North Carolina?
You touch the wrong person. Come in, my nephew.
I totally agree with Mr. Shango. There's no significance that you could relate to the Bible, especially when it comes to us as black people.
Right.
None whatsoever. It's more of a fantasy and a fallacy that we want to be a part of. You know, and people will have strong arguments about it, but what his greatness said, Marcus Garvey referred to us. He actually look into our life and analyze it and give us pretty much a blueprint of how we should go about our life. You know, and it's about us. Marcus Garvey speech was for us, by us, given to us as a roadmap for us to live a better life. We just don't want to adapt to it.
What do you say? You agree with that?
Exactly. I have to agree to that because that is why I said I don't see why you said if I think Marcus Garvey book should be a Bible. The Bible should be like Marcus Garvey. That is what the Bible should have.
So what your decision, brother Hall?
No. What they're saying, Brother Vic, there's nothing. What Marcus, you know Marcus. If you don't know Marcus, somebody from you know Marcus. You understand me?
Yeah.
So what Marcus is saying, that's a real person. He represent a real person. The other person that we are here about, nobody don't know them. It's totally different. It's another world, imaginary world.
When I was going to college, they gave us our professor gave us 2 books to study. Malcolm X, biography of Malcolm X, and the book of Marcus Garvey. That's why I get to know about Marcus Garvey. And that's why I get to know about Malcolm X. You understand? And those are 2 great men. Garvey Heights was Martin Luther King. Parents is a Garvey Heights, you know. They believe in Garvey. Jamaican don't believe in Garvey. The black folks like around when Marcus come here and say Africa is for Africa. They sell out Marcus, or they sell out Marcus.
Yeah.
Hold the line here 1 minute. They sell out Marcus. And say, money laundering and mail fraud. And that never happened. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, panelists, each and everyone. Well said, Brother All. Well said. Now you're getting the big picture of the truth and the illusion. Man make a story and people believe it. what you just said is reality. Them exhumed Marcus Garvey. He was buried in Jamaica at the National Era Park. He was the movement of the Black Star Liner. The people were, he come to America and he educated the people, and they were taking it to a far distance. You know, they never liked the truth. But which man from creation can say them to God or Jesus? Whether born before us or die. But people before know Marcus Messiah Garvey. They were in the Black Star Line movement. I spoke to people who was in the movement.
Well, Marcus came to Harlem to say what is going on. Africa is for African, and we need to go back to Africa.
Correct.
Marcus Garvey is a powerful man, very powerful man. But
true.
The people them that don't want to believe, but they would run to the church every Sunday and jump and shout and say, Jesus, I love you, Lord, I love you, Lord, I can't live without you, God. They never see Jesus.
And give the pastor the money and then pick me at that Sunday over there.
If for no reasoning, I can't back for no reasoning.
Why?
No, because I don't keep saying them.
You and I too.
Oh.
Because when you used to go to the church, you say, but you was in the Jesus Savior Pilot me when you sing at the choir.
I am listening to you, you know.
I am listening. Right, brother?
No, that he said that.
I don't want to get involved here, you know.
No, you see,
you get enlightened now and see the light.
You see, hold on, Brother Victor. When I enlighten Brother Victor, you know, and to say, and Brother Victor try a very cheap shot at me. I was a youth one time in a church choir, you know. I not even have blacks or nothing, or beard or nothing, you know. A different time I talk about them time.
Because you converted to the Rastafari movement.
No, I don't know about no convert. I use them But what I'm saying to you is that Marcus Garvey, you're a bigger man, and it's not only them alone. Now listen to Marcus Garvey and now do Marcus Garvey. I know you all of the church preachers, them included you, because you preach on the radio. You preach on the radio. Brother, our last days, me and sing about all Marcus Garvey. And then think, oh no, take up the torch and carry the torch.
Yes, we do.
I know you.
I do.
I never hear it.
You go to illustration, you illustrate natural.
What I'm saying to you, Brother Victor, the torch, what I am saying, this is just like how you take up the Christian torch, we come on the radio and say, and tell about BC, and tell about this Jesus, and tell about Peter, Paul, and John. I see him why you come on the radio and to enlighten the little man from St. Anne. And the plan where the little man from St. Anne have in the blueprint. I want to hear that no one then pass Sunday morning to you know. Yes, you know I hear about the Bible every Sunday morning. We want to hear some Marcus Garvey pass Sunday morning too.
Alright. But nephew.
Yes, sir.
Are you agree with him?
Yeah, I totally agree with him.
So you think that we should put on the 66 books of the Bible and take up Marcus Garvey?
I'm not going to say that, you know, totally take the 66 book from the people that, because if you can get away to try to move them away calmly, because if you take something from them blindly, it's going to cause confusion. Because a person got to be willing to step out.
Well, you don't have to put it in the Bible, you know. You could make illustration, just like how they take things out of contents. They could make illustration of Marcus Garvey or some great leaders out there, not just Marcus Garvey. Put on some great leaders out there that travel.
Let's use an illustration like this. It's just like what America afraid we did, Cuba did. Right?
Sure.
Everybody from
What
Jamaica afraid we did, Cuba did. Everybody from Jamaica would love to come to America, right? We didn't give them the choice like that. in the 70s, right? Going up to the 80s, the same thing happened at Cuba. What Cuba did? He said yes. You want to go to America? And he,
Push him on the ship.
of course.
But right now the prison and him to out the prison.
Exactly.
Go in America.
Exactly. So this is what I'm showing you. Illustrative of things can work, but it's how you do it. So that's a great leader.
So it's a Castro is a great leader too.
The greatest I live to see. The greatest I live to see.
What you say, Brother Hall, and your nephew?
Actually, I did a research paper on him.
Huh?
I actually did a research paper on him while I was in college.
Yes.
And I found out that he was, to me, is the greatest civil rights leader in the Western Hemisphere.
Yes.
And that I actually put that to my college professor. And her rebuttal was like, what about the people who get arrested? And I was like, what about them? You know? And she couldn't give me an argument of how she have proved that there was actually people who get arrested, and, you know, if you join with another country to destroy your own country, that means you're a traitor.
Uh-huh.
So, we had that discussion. So I actually did a paper on him, you know, and learn a lot about Cuba, in which one day I'm going to visit it, you know. So I had a conversation with a person, and they were telling me how evil it was, and it was a black person too. And I said, compare to who? Hey, Cuba, and tell me, as a black person in Cuba, what is the comparison you have to why you say Cuba is such a bad person? Mr. Castro is such a bad person. And all he could tell you is the propaganda, what he was fed here. You know, and he know nothing about it. He don't know what was the condition black people actually had in Cuba before Castro came. You know, you ask them who was the leader before Castro, they don't know. So we take the...
Yeah, go ahead.
So we take what was given to us and we feed it and act like it's an I know and this is how it is. But when you actually understand and know that majority of the people in Cuba and majority of the people in South America think this man is almost he's a God figure, you know. And when you listen to his ear, it's like he's just some, I don't know. Even in Africa, you know, he's a godly figure.
Only in America. Only in America.
Yes.
Only in America.
They try to minimize him.
Because let me tell you something now. The black folks, I don't care what nobody says, black folks is the worst terminator you have against black folks. And
not all.
And they say things they don't know, but they grab like, you grab a bag, you know, you go apple picking and full the bag and gone with it. You never look at the apple, they're rotten. Black folks is mean to black folks. Very much indeed. Very mean to one another.
But can I say something to you? Because I work with a lot of nationality. And I was working for this couple. And she was watching the news one day. And she passed bad remarks. And I said, Mom, but I am black. And she said, Karen, you're different. See what I'm saying? She said, Karen, I said, no, but I am black. Nowadays, when I see that application, this, that, you don't have to put nothing now. You can put your black or white together away. But the fact still remains. We try to belittle ourselves because we don't know ourselves. And I work with them again, and they don't, maybe I'm Mr. All, good evening. They don't have the New Testament. They only have the Old Testament. And their calendars are different. Their New Years are different, and so and so. So what are we doing? We are still at the bottom of the pit.
Oh,
trying to climb out.
you was working with a Jewish person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because the Jewish person does not read the New Testament. You know that?
Yes.
Chicago? You're going to read the Old Testament.
Yes.
So I want to know if the Seventh-day Adventists, do they read the Old Testament, the New Testament, or they going to read the Old
I'm a
Testament?
Seventh-day Adventist. I would say I grew up that way and I keep the doctrine.
So the
and
Seventh-day
so
Adventists read the New Testament?
Well, when I was growing up, you have Seventh-day Adventists and you have Seventh-day Church of God.
That one read the New Testament, but the Seventh-day Adventists do not read the New Testament, right?
Why?
Because they don't believe in the New Testament, they believe in the Old Testament. That's why they are.
But if they don't believe in it, they're acting like the what you call it, the people that want to tell off on the powers send down the
Jehovah's Witness.
Them go around, yes.
Well, the Jehovah's Witness was Seventh-day Adventist, you know. And they branch out and farm the Jehovah's Witness, you know.
So may I ask?
Go ahead, Neville.
Yes. So if they don't believe in the New Testament, that means they don't believe in Jesus?
I don't think they believe in Jesus, you know, they believe in God. Just like the Muslim believe in Allah, the Rastafarian believe in Hills. And it's not all the Rastafarian believe in Selassie, you know. But they know say he's a great king. But they don't, right, Mr. Shango, not everything. You don't take Selassie as God.
What do you mean by
Worship
what
him.
is the question?
Worship him. Do you worship Selassie and say pray to him?
Rasta is not about that. Rasta is not about that, you know. No.
Thank you, Mr.
Who do pray to?
Rasta is not about praying.
Who do give thanks to?
Rasta is a way of life.
We give thanks. I simply give thanks to you to allow me to come on the radio.
Oh.
That is the most important thing to do at this
You give
moment.
thanks to your mother for bringing you in the world.
Well, that is every day of my life.
Yeah.
My greatest gift.
So who you give thanks to wake you up every morning?
Who I give thanks to wake me up every morning.
Yes, with the activities of your limbs. Carry you through the day.
No, well, that goes to the ancestors. I always give ancestors. Yes,
Brother,
get the ancestors. So, that is how we know it's supposed to be because we are Africans.
Because Brother Hall don't pray no more, you know, he stop that.
Yeah.
He say he stop. Right, Brother Hall?
Yes, sir.
You don't pray anymore.
No.
What about your nephew?
Ask him.
I wanted that. I want to ask a question. What is the purpose of prayer?
They said when we go and find out prayer is the key and faith and that they do a prayer is a communication between man and God.
And why do you need a prayer to communicate within you and a God? Is he not? And he's supposed to know before and after.
He knows, but
Why
he
you
knows everything, but he wants you to come and acknowledge it.
But that just make that. I don't see the reason or the logic is that I know something, but I need you to reaffirm me for what reason? What is it gonna do to me?
So shall I go answer that question?
No, I know I have to answer that. I know prayer. I know an experience in that.
Brother Hall,
Who is a man who pray?
Brother Hall,
Answer that.
Brother Hall,
Yes, sir.
could you answer that question, please?
What do you want me to answer? What my nephew said?
Yes.
What nephew? What was the straight up thing? You said, why should you pray?
Yes, but, you know, what I'm trying to get to is it's more about self-preservation. You know, religion teaches us to be selfish, and it's more about self-preservation. It have nothing to do with us as human beings. It's about selfishness and the selfish nature of us that we believe that some entity is going to do us a special favor.
And also a divided.
Yes, it is about selfishness. We think that somehow something out there is going to do us a special favor and don't treat us as others. You know, that is the only reason why we pray. You know.
Why you pray, Brother Hall?
Listen, I am now following the the African consciousness.
So
So I'm trying to weigh things out. I got up in the morning and I smile and I go.
I need to go to a concert where Brother Hall singing to hear the lyrics of his song if he change them. Yeah,
Oh, you want to go to? You see, I'm not appearing in your shows anymore.
Brother Victor, is it wrong because you don't pray? I'm asking.
He should have won. If he thinks he shouldn't pray and he get it long, that's good. JQ,
Yes, sir.
you pray?
I chant.
Okay.
You chant?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. I'm a believer
You,
in
you
prayer.
pray, Victor?
Yes.
And you believe in prayer?
Yes.
So, like, I would want not to take the COVID. You can pray to God and tell Him that I don't want to and come back with that power to me.
Well, he knows that you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
He's the supreme being.
But the enemy is up against me.
For what? The
And
enemy?
make it mandatory.
Well, yeah, the
But the
words.
prayer has not been answered.
You're not going to answer?
No, I'm asking
If
you.
it was an answer, you wouldn't read it right here.
No, but
now.
it's been, remember, we've been living, going on for the last 2 years. And we've been seeing prayers and hearing of prayers been going up until what we have experienced and learned is that we really hear of prayers more than seeing the church close.
We never see church closed before.
Never see church close before.
Never in your lifetime.
Never.
Until now.
Yeah. So, with those prayers, who answered with who? Because according to some of the pastors then, the government have Babylon system too. But it seems like the Babylon system have power now. Because it's the Babylon system run things
More than ever.
more than ever too. Because now everyone has an answer to Babylon now. What you say about that?
So what you're saying, in a Babylon at rage, because Babylon is the border of Jerusalem, and it was quiet. So it just raised up now.
I'm saying, remember, I know, when you said handward, forward, Christian soldiers marching on to
Marching on
Babylon,
to war.
take on, you know.
Babylon what?
Take on and say, you have a vaccine, a science, I know.
No, the philosopher. I told the brother talk because brother brother and nephew. When we was growing up,
No.
though we have to take what them say until when we reach 18 and so we can make a decision and we're 18 or 21. Now we're adult now. So all we still can make our decision. We're not this place here.
Well, listen, let me stray a little bit, Brother Vic. Let me stray, but not stray too far, you know. Somebody asked me about I should go to the Holy Land and check out the footstep of the Great One, Jesus. And I asked them, who control the Holy Land? Isn't that the vampire Jewish people control the Holy Land that don't believe in Jesus? My niece went into one of them house and sing Jesus Love Me, and he said to my niece, never you sing that song here again. But in Jerusalem, they're collecting on the business. They are the one who collecting the most money on Jesus. See the hypocrite thing, Brother Vic?
But why shouldn't they?
It's a business, isn't it?
Why shouldn't they?
Well, it's a business.
I wouldn't blame them. They should. You know, it's just like people complain about how much money the church takes. If that's where you go and that you need to pay, you pay. And if that's what the cost, you do it. I'm not blaming them for doing something that a person who haven't used their consciousness to think, to understand that they're wasting their energy in participating in something that makes no sense whatsoever.
But what Brother Victor was saying in another is mostly our people wasting our energies and illusion. Here come now Brother Shanga with enlightenment to empower his people. I'm not sure if I put it because earlier when I was stating about madness and this and that. But by right, everybody's brain performs differently. And we all operate differently. So this is not the case, we all mad then. In our own way. And we're all brilliant in our own way. You ever check it, sir?
Oh yeah, take for instance a domesticated dog and a dog that's in the jungle. A domesticated dog you put them out in the jungle and you could put food out there and they wouldn't know what to do, even a lion. They wouldn't know what to do, and some of them will adapt and some won't. So you got to see where we coming from. Where we were taught not to trust each other, not to care about what each other has to say, not to pay attention to each other, not to love each other the way we're supposed to. It's hard for him to convey the knowledge that he got, and we supposed to sit down and listen and receive it and try to pass it on to somebody else and come together as a community. You know, so it's
you're correct, because I've worked places already, and people told me that I'm too smart, I must go.
Yeah.
So, the strongest soldiers never get the hardest fight. So you see the right, many people have a fight with them,
Because as a black people, that's how I had it. Psychologically, we fight a war and we lost. We lost. So whatever they give us is what we have to be struggling through right now.
Not everyone of us. When you know it's wrong, you're not going to accept it never.
If you take the story of Moses, for instance, you take the story of Moses.
People say Moses.
No, I know. I'm just using it metaphorically.
See, he touching the Bible. You cannot talk without touching the Bible.
And when Moses went the people,
I understood why the guy, when he using the Bible though. As he said, he used it as a metaphor.
Yes, when Moses came back, they were worshiping the God of the Pharaohs, which was their oppressor. So psychologically, even though Moses had shown so-called all these miracles, they were still convinced and psychologically trapped into what they were prisoner to. So we as black people, we are still those kind of people. We are trapped and prisoned to the psychological warfare that we already lost. We don't know our roots. We don't know where we come from. We can't relate. So, and for another black man to come, we were taught to mistrust each other.
Okay, let me have Sashango have to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just like an example, where us lost as human beings. And I don't know if them look at it from that angle, but I look at it from all angles. Now, when trying to say, look at a leader, to say you're going to use that leader based on what you learned. And I'm going to use two individuals. One, most people use Jesus, which is the Christians, and a lot of the Rastas use Selassie, right? Okay. My choice would preferred also to use Selassie over Jesus. Reason for that, when you look at the two of them, it is easier for me to identify with someone who born of a male and female than a person who I was taught of came through a Virgin Mary. You get what I'm saying? Now, look at those two individual lives. It's easier for me to relate with someone who born like me, not someone who do not born like me. It don't make sense. Me try to follow some supernatural who don't born like me. It is easier for me to always from birth to acknowledge both mother and father, not an individual who do not come with that. You get what I'm saying?
That is your belief.
No, it has not. No, I'm not talking about belief. I'm saying, I'm showing you
I understand.
an example
I understand
of how
where you're
I
coming
look
from.
at things.
I understand what you're saying. And they did crucify Selassie.
No, well, I don't know of that.
He's still alive?
Huh?
He's still alive?
When I said crucified,
They did kill him, really.
well, I know of the body depart from earth. Yes. And in life, that is all life is.
You know,
with everything
and-
here decay after a period of time, but the spirit lives on. But that is not what we're talking about. I was using Selassie and Jesus Christ as an example of what makes a person, if one should follow an example. It would be much more up to use Selassie example more than Jesus, because Selassie.
Oh, Brother Hall gone. Brother Hall, you got cut off, yeah.
Because, as I said, Selassie came through a lineage of a man and a woman. If you today know of a person who don't come like you cannot see that as a natural thing. You'll always look at that person as something different. I'm telling you, it's just because you heard of the story of Jesus. But if you come, I know, say, it wasn't a man who go lie with that woman.
So all I know, Selassie is greater than Marcus.
It has nothing to do with greater than. The both of them is human being likewise.
So, and you worship the both of them?
I don't worship. I join no form of ship. No relationship, no ship. Stay up
So let me
there.
ask you a question, Brother Victor. I screenshot that there. So you believe when you pray, people pray, and the prayer answer, and God answer the prayer, Jesus?
So
You believe
yes.
of your energy that you put out?
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Can't turn that back.
You believe it's the energy that you send forth out to the universe.
Well, anyhow you put
Be
it,
confident.
anyhow you put it, I get an answer.
But then I couldn't go out sometimes, you know, you're not giving me a straight answer. You're in good food. I'm just asking total
Hold on.
If you want Lion Paw Roots Tonic, Benefactor with Roots Tonic, yeah. Sunshine, 4060 White Plains Road, Bronx, New York. 10466. Telephone 718-547-3760. Fax 347-945-0670. Email sunlifehealth06@aol.com. Website www.sunlifehealth.com. Healthy lifestyle. Sun Life Total Health. Whoa. Home every day from 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Keep it represent to the fullest.
Yes, that's Sun Life, 4060 White Plain Road between 236, 228 and 229th Street right there. Don't forget Champion Bakery down the block there, you know. Go to Champion Bakery, pick up your mongoose bread. And there's a lot of bread on it. Good afternoon, Miss Dell. Champion Bakery is located right at 225th and White Plain Road. The Rasta man eat there The Muslim eat there, the Jewish man eat there, the haters live there, go there, everybody go there. So we are at Fresh FM 102.1. Touch.
Let me share a proverb with you, right? There was a time when I just opened my business and I went to our brethren. And this is what the brethren shared regarding the business. Him said, when you're going to hire, he said, these are the type of people you must be careful of. He said, in the Western world, when you're going to hire, you can't hire the Jehovah's Witness. That is what they told me. He said, the Jehovah's Witness take the things very serious because they do not believe in forgiveness. That is what they told me. Jehovah's Witness do not believe in forgiveness, so you can hire the Jehovah's Witness. He said,
let me ask you a question.
Hold on.
It says, the Western world Christian. He said, no. They believe in too much forgiveness. True. He said, this is the problem in the Western world with the Christian. Believe too much in forgiveness, so they will take your things.
And say you get forgiveness.
And go on any and ask for forgiveness.
You know it's true.
That is what the person told me. Said the Western Christian is like that. Yes. And him says the Eastern Christian is much more believe like the Jehovah's Witness.
So
believe that God going to beat them.
Who is the Eastern
too much
Christian?
Huh?
Who is the Eastern Christian?
The Eastern Christian now, what I have learned and what I have studied is that Eastern Christian now believes that Jesus have no power. Believes that all of the power is within the Father. It's only Westernized teaching is that.
So the Western Christian is the worst one?
I can't use that word now.
Because they will draw you down to the lowest common denominator and say they're going to get forgiveness.
Well, I knew of them as that. Them do you anything and forgive. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
And as I said, Easterners now, they are strong in believing karma, that God going to beat them, so them not taking your things. Yeah, because them believe the karma going to hold them, even if a man don't touch them.
Wow.
So,
and don't may I add,
people analyze of certain types of people when you're doing business.
Yeah.
May I add the reason why the Christians here had to teach that way? Just think of the way they gave us Christianity and the evil that Christianity came under in the Western world. The whole premise and base of Christianity in the Western world is based off of nothing but evil. Straight evil. The way it was given to us is what pure evil.
It's true because what I see going on with my two eyes, people killing people over God and religion.
Yes.
And I'm not the Rasta man I do that. I'm not say I do that. I have fearless.
Because it was a natural conversion. It wasn't forced. It wasn't abused. It wasn't criminally put up on you. So it's a different when you freely take something than when something comes to you under the banner of evil. You got to put it as that. Because Christianity is an evil religion.
Thank you. I got your eyes open.
It's just like yesterday. I have read him normally tease I when him come to the store. You know, he's a more Christian man. And yesterday morning he was literally teasing me. I said, God, this and you know. So I just asked him one question. I said, but the man who believe in a God and him is a Muslim, him say God tell him to kill the Americans because they are infidels. God said that, you know. Then me is infidels. And God said that.
He's a Muslim, right?
Who?
The man.
No, he's a Christian minded, but I'm going to show him the terms of what they're using to say God And I'm saying, but the next man say, God say, if you kill Americans. And I consider to be Americans a no, because him say, God say. And if you are tell me about what God say, well, I don't know what God do and say.
Well, we have to have a talk later on with God and find out.
You may have to.
Because, you know, people tell lie to you know. Christian, you know. Say God tell them this, you know. God. So, this is what I want to know. If God know that me I go through something and me need help, why he can't come to me and me and him never have any disagreement? Why he can't come to me and tell me? Why am I have to tell somebody if he come to me? You afraid of me?
Well,
No, because he has to prove himself to somebody else.
well,
Yeah.
the fact
It's
that
more. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
the fact that you guys is the one who embrace the terms. God, I am more always willing to learn and ask the question, because I don't close the door on learning. No, regardless, I don't close the door on learning. I'm willing to learn. So, but I don't use that word because I cannot come to terms with it. But I am willing to learn. But every time that I come across these types of topic, who is also speaking of God, cannot explain himself neither. So I'm
Who
always
is
ending up,
God? The question is here in my hand.
you know, so I'm always ending up at zero. So that's why I
What is your
always
life?
relating to brothers like myself to the reality of life. To
That's
say,
God,
I have to
Lord.
just, I want to love my brother and love my sister and treat my humanity respectfully. I can't go beyond.
That's the greatest.
You see, we was
That's
with
the point I reach.
you run Brother Hall, you know, but a long time Brother Hall gone, you know, so he can't take it no more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a long time around, you know, because I don't know.
No, he said I should. No, he said I should watch out for him. He said I should watch out for him.
Watch out for him, right?
Yeah, you know. He said he's not gone.
Oh, yeah, he gone. He gone. I don't see nothing about him. See him come back here now. Anyway, let me see if I can get him. Brother Hall?
Vic.
Brother Hall?
Brother Vic.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do.
Eh?
You don't know that I'm listening.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you just hang up and listen.
No, you cut me off. So I was listening otherwise.
I cut you off?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do that.
I'm here and all I'm here. Beep, 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 beep. And I'm paying attention.
No, it's not me cut you off. Baby, your phone.
Brother Victor, what I'm saying to the item is that you see these youths here today is not them youths like in the 50s and the 60s.
Yes, yeah.
You know, these youths here is some bold youths,
Mm-hmm.
and these youth willingly to tear down a lot, even what we didn't tear down. Because these youths want to know the things, you know. These youths want to not believe again, you know. No, you can't just tell these youth and don't illustrate the thing out to the youth and the youth and that. It's not like before, where we look keep with one side and we keep food mouth quiet. No, it's not like that. These youths is more, yeah, they want to know things. So we, you know, if I can't define a thing, I can't teach it to the youth. Yeah.
Brother Vic?
Mm-hmm.
Brother Shango?
Hello.
You hear Brother Vic say, me run?
Yeah.
Brother Vic, I said, the reason why I say I'm going to cool off praying, you know, Victor, because they said, whenever time you finish pray, you must say the Lord's Prayer. And you ever say the Lord's Prayer and think about the Lord's Prayer, what we're saying? Every time we finish, we said, Our Father, forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation to take action against them dogs who destroy us.
See that?
So that's very sad, and we've been doing it. And the guy demonstrated when the girl shoot his brother. And he went into the courthouse and crying, I forgave you. I want to give the girl a hug. This is serious. This is serious. We have to stop and think.
Because we are psychologically defeated.
So that's a Christian belief. Their belief is to forgive, regardless of the circumstance.
They're saying the prayer every day.
Because
every day.
when that police girl shot that black man, and when in court, and the brother come and hug her up, say, I forgive you. You killed my brother for whatever reason, and then my brother come to hug you to say, you're forgiven. That's how Christian work?
Because they said, forgive those who trespass against us and lead us not into temptation to take action.
Well, Brother Hall, all who owe you money now, forgive them. Write it off.
No. That's why you see, no, we're not on the same level anymore. You owe me, you pay me.
Write them off, forgive them.
No. That's what I'm saying to you, baby. You cannot come with that crap again.
So, Ravi, you worship?
Me?
Yeah.
I worship myself. I worship if I go to a church.
I never asked you if you go to church. I asked you if you worship.
Worship who?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I worship the Lord.
You say you're a believer, you know?
Yes. I worship the Lord. And I pray to him. And anytime I come to the conclusion that I cannot do it no more, here I come, going home. Just what it does to believe that I don't believe in this. I won't listen to a pastor preaching. And he said, don't worry, when you die, you're going to walk on the street of gold. God's going to receive you. Where they get that crap from? They're going to walk on the street of gold. Where? Oh, they
so you don't go to church in the small?
Brother Victor.
Another person. I want to buy heaven that drink milk or
yeah.
It is the same thing. You ask the question, where they get the crop from? Of silver and gold, right? It is the same place it come from, like how you say father. Where you get it from to say father? When you birth from a mother, the greatest gift you receive is the gift from your mother, you know, which is the gift of life. That you could come and take and say all of these things, but yet still you've been ungrateful, thanking your father, not your mother.
Well,
look at that.
I am
you birth to your mother, you know, your mother nourish you and feed you and do all of these things. How do you talk of the father, not the mother? I am not going to be that. I'm thankful for him.
You ever hear some people say God is their mother and their father?
I'm not going to be that. I don't know if that.
Brother Hall, nephew, what do you think about that question?
Wrong person. Tell him, nephew.
No, but Brother Shanga pretty much explained it. You know, again, it was how they did value the greatest force that we have on earth, which is the woman. You know, so by saying that, you know, pretty much saying Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost is pretty much to eliminate, you know, what is pretty much the greatest force. You know.
You know that the Catholic Church say Hail Mary, right?
Say what?
Hail Mary. They honor the woman.
Yes.
Catholic Church.
Yes.
And Catholic Church is big secret high society. And I know people that was going to church, guys, they stand up to pray or testify and they get a stroke in church. What do you say about that?
You see, you know, I look at life like this, where I am a human being. I am learning every day. And I just can't come to the terms. Yeah, because I honor my father. But I not talk of Heavenly Father like I hear some guys that talk of that. No. I have to do the right and proper things, because likewise I can't be a child. And I would want my child them to do the right and proper way. No, when I go into hear, likewise I hear you say, this father thing and this. No, I can't be ungrateful to my mother because the gift of life, I received that. And I received that from my mother, which is the greatest gift anyone can receive. So I couldn't be ungrateful to dip on this earth and talk about father alone. That is what I learned. No mean you I learned that mean it's true.
Well,
what I knew is true is to honor my mother and father. Not talk about father alone. My father possibly wasn't there when my mother was even going through all of them pain. That is the possibility, The possibility I get to learn and knew. Likewise, most of us, we know our father through our mother. Our mother come and teach us and say that's your father. And teach you to respect and love your father. But how we come now to depend this father alone. I have to balance the thing.
Well, our Bob Marley is on the other side. I'll try to see if I can get him this week to talk to him, to ask him what is going on over there. So.
You see, I cannot a Christianity teaching, into too much of dead things and them things. I want to resurrect and them things and them things. And that's what about real life, real men and people.
Yeah, we have to talk about reality.
Well, yeah, Mr. Shago.
Real men and people, not beyond.
That's why I disagree with a lot of the preacher when they're preaching about you're going to go to heaven, you're going to sit on Jesus' feet and all that kind of stuff.
But
when
they know that they're lying in a brother Victor.
When you died,
but they want to catch who they can catch.
Man is
trick out there now.
Man is a living soul, and when you die, you're not a soul anymore, and the body go down and the spirit go back to where it come from. The spirit don't have no more power to do anything else. It go right back to where it was. That's what is happening. So don't think that God upset with those that don't believe in him. Upset.
But again, if again these are the confusion keep bringing. How no tell me what God think and what God not think? How no never come into contrast to say where look like or what?
Where him look like?
Wanna get
you don't know where he look like?
Me not know. I wanna say.
Well, John,
go by.
The book of John tell you say where he look like.
The book of John. A long time I read that,
John said, who were you looking for? Somebody with long hair, fine coat? No,
it's not.
I think
it's not what I'm saying.
I think with a Rasta man,
It's not I looking for Jesus or God, No, it's not I doing that. I want to know. I know my father, I am not Jacket. I am not looking for a father. I knew my earthly father.
Brother Hart.
I am not looking for a father like that.
Back me up. What did John say who you were looking for?
All the story that we're reading, what we're saying, believing and knowing the truth, and just believe is an imaginary thing,
True.
But the truth is right. When you know something, it's totally different.
So, Brother Hart, let me ask you a question. You was a deep religious man, believer.
Religious.
What happened when you changed your doctrine?
It's not changed, Brother Vic. The thing is right there. The truth, that we're going for the truth, imaginary and the truth. But the truth is when you can prove something, when you know something, that's the truth. But the imaginary thing we know it.
But you sing a song, say, wash me and I shall be white.
In the blood and I shall be white. That was the worst song I sang, and I'll never do it again.
And I hear them say, I am under the rock. Then if you're under the rock now crush you.
I will buy
it's laughing now. We just have to face the facts of reality, because if we don't face the facts of reality,
that song
we will forever lost.
That song, that Brother Hart sing. This song, Wash Me. I don't sing that song.
But and another one, Brother Vic. And take my silver and my gold, not A might will I withhold. They're doing the same thing, yes. They're taking it. And we're dreaming to go walk on the golden shore. And they're taking the silver, the gold, the diamond, everything down here. And we're singing that we're going to walk on street of gold. When we dead.
So why can't be a Rasta man then and treat your brothers and sisters equal and say one love? I'm not two love, I'm not three love, I'm not peace of love. One love to all humanity. Why can't them wake up and see that? Wake up and live. Where the war over God fall. And the one in the talk to the one, and God want the one to be the one.
It's just like the
word. Man.
It's just like the word blessings. How you define that, Brother Victor? Because them use it so powerful is, to say where that word derives from.
To be honest, you, Brother Shango, blessed of the Lord, people grow up to that and people believe into that, and it's hard to take away.
No, I'm not saying to take it away, no.
Well, people grow up to see where they're coming from to where they are. They said if it wasn't God's grace, they wouldn't be where they are. So the Rasta man would say, "Is high and high, produce everything." And other religion will say that. It said Rasta is not a religion.
Way of life.
Joe Witness is not a religion.
Yeah, but the question I ask, yeah, lay out one whole book to me.
But I'm telling you, that's what the Christian they believe.
No, but it's a simple thing because I'm saying when a person says blessings, I want to know what it is.
So when you see a word,
excuse me, Mr. Ray said blessing mean happiness. That's all it means.
But Shango, you use that word, you said blessing.
Then that's why I said I want to know what it meant because I use it.
So what it meant why you use it?
Then I learn it in the environment I'm over here. Yeah. So no, me see it's a contrast.
You think so?
Yes. Because when the man has struggle, but he's still alive, it look like he no get no blessing.
Can he still have struggle?
Yeah. And if he hope tomorrow and then he look happier, one little thing I go and feel, they say, yeah man, they get some blessings. Yeah. So that is what I'm saying.
And I work hard.
But what I'm saying, if you see the youth just chill and go and work, so and you say work hard, you don't get no blessings. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, what is really blessings?
Well, that's what it is.
You understand the question I'm saying to you?
Yeah,
the question I'm saying to you, when you say a youth, you can get up and work, go to his daily work, and in his honest work, and him work, doing work. But then you have a next youth now, he just rise out of the blue. But him still a go on with him things and I do good, and chew him in a jacket and tie. Then say get blessings. What kind of blessing that? Where that the blessing come from? And why the other youth work hard and do honest thing? Where him gonna get no blessings?
That's a good question.
I was listening to Mika and I'm having this controversial.
You know what I'm saying? Because the youth work, in honest bread and he not trouble nobody, he just do what he do. And he honest work. But me not hear them saying get no blessings. They say work hard.
You don't get no blessing. And the one who don't work hard, you get blessing.
And that they say. The one who work, but coming on the spotlight like that.
They recognize him.
Not even to recognize. If even recognize, the word we're fitting for use for him is good youth, but he work hard. Harder youth when in the spotlight, no. We look like they use all the words and boast it too. But they say get blessings.
So you say what that Brother Hall?
And get the blessings. So I say, what is that?
Brother Hall gone.
Well, no, I'm here now. I'm here after wait until Brother Shango finish.
Yeah, we'll wrap up now.
Because I was saying the guy said blessing just mean happiness. But we just didn't know.
Oh, you mean happiness?
Happiness. That's what Roy Hagen said. The blessing mean, then him say blessing, you just interpret the happiness.
What it meant to you, Brother Victor?
Blessing. Blessing that I am here today. Blessing that I'm not down on my feet. Blessing that I can move around. It's a blessing. Yes. Blessing upon blessing.
So when one say bless up, what they mean?
They mean to rise and shine.
So when one use the word Sila, what it meant?
Sila. Where Sila mean God is with you. That's why they use a different terminology. When there was different terminology. Anyway, Brother Hall,
Yes, sir.
we thank you for calling in.
And all right.
You know, seriously
very good.
speaking, I enjoy only because first time when I used to work with some Italian and so, and I'm reading and talking about God, them say, where is God? You know, and I used to think it was an insult. So when I'm getting more and more acquainted, I have to say, well, it always honor my mother and father and my elders and loved ones beside me. So, you know, we have to know this thing around, and else we never know ourselves.
Okay.
Well,
Respect to the man, then.
I want to leave Brother Victor.
One love,
and
yeah.
Denzel, one message. But I don't know if Denzel can complete. I know Brother Victor should be able to complete. Is that just tell God when you pray that I wanted to have a talk with him because I am having some issues.
All right.
That's right.
All right. I definitely will. God, wherever you are, visit that man tonight.
But I could answer that, you know. I just say.
But you're using me as a messenger. You see,
No, because you know the man and you say you talk to the man. And that you say, no. I don't know the man. And I don't talk to him.
Thank you for coming on today.
All right, brother. Wait. Derek. Derek, are you gone?
Yeah.
All right, brother Vic. Brother Shango, no respect.
I want to thank
All
Derek
right.
for coming on also. I know he's listening. Thank you.
All right. Respect.
Yeah, Mr. Shango.
Yeah, man, and to everyone, it's a pleasure being here. And this evening, I noticed the reasons was a little bit different, but I did full joy, sitting in and reasoning and go along with the flow. So much respect.
Give us some stuff that Sun Life have.
Well, Sun Life carries a wide varieties, as everyone knew. Sun Life is health, herbal, and also practice vegan cooking 7 days throughout the strong. We practice vegan cooking, but we also carries wide varieties of herbal and vegan things at Sun Life. Sun Life is the home of the Lion Paw Roots Tonic, one of the best roots tonic out there on the market. Also the home of Sunside Bitters, one of the best detox to clean and to purify one blood. Also excellent for blood pressure, anyone who have any blood pressure issues. Also the Sunside Bitters is excellent, and just to name a few of the body, in parts of the body where Sunside Bitters works on, but it's an excellent bitters for one to have in their medicine chest to consume nightly. And also not Sunside Bitters, but the Benefactor Super Wood Roots Tonic. Sun Life also the home of the Benefactor Super Wood Roots Tonic, and the Super Wood Roots Tonic we recommended for one to take it early in the morning AM, because it is one of those tonics that's uplift the mind, give you lots of vitalities, lots of energies, also open up your pores, give you one who with water retention also should be consuming such Benefactor tonics, because these tonics have ingredients in it that will, when you consume it, it will also open up your pores and to release water, because you don't want the body to have water retention Water retention also creates inflammation in the body. Inflammation in the body also creates and diagnose with arthritis. Arthritis also sometimes can be very painful at times. So again, remember, take up your bottle of Benefactor Super Wood Roots Tonic. And for those who are diabetic, don't forget we have a formula by the name of the Brazilwood Diabetic Super Solution. Those who traveled with high blood sugar, I recommend 2 ounces of the Brazilwood Diabetic Super Solution. 2 ounces continuously daily will also help to lower one blood sugar. If one has low blood sugar, I recommend don't take the Brazilwood Diabetic Super Solution. But if one has high blood sugar and consistently has high blood sugar, then I recommend it. So again, the diabetic super solution for people who are diabetic, again, it is recommended. And this Mission Slim Possible, those people who are overweight, Mission Slim Possible, an excellent drink recommended for those who with extra weight on the body, those who want to look good coming after winter, coming summer. Again, Mission Slim is the way to go. And also, last but not least, rigid herbal syrup. The rigid herbal syrup, an excellent syrup for especially now within this season, people who suffering from the flu, people who are vaccine. I recommend also this type of syrup to be consumed because of the types of ingredients we have used also in the rigid. The rigid is loaded with also vitamin C to build up one immune system. It is also loaded with echinacea, and just to name a few of the herb. But again, this bottle rigid cough syrup is an excellent remedy for those who traveling with sinus, those who have allergy, those who with thyroid problems, those who with lungs problems, those who have dysfunctional problems. Again, I recommend stop by Sun Life, pick up a bottle of the rigid. The rigid is good for both male and female, good for both adult and children. So again, I wanted to recommend everyone to the rigid, and all are welcome at Sun Life. Sun Life address 4060 White Plains Road. Again, Sun Life address 4060 White Plains Road, and we are located between 228th and 229th Street on the uptown side of White Plains Road. Our phone number 718-547-3760. Again, 718-547-3760. Email address sunlifehealth06@aol.com. Again, sunlifehealth06@aol.com. And the website www.sunlifehealthherbal.com. Again, www.sunlifehealthherbal.com. Much love and much respect to people and all people of all walk of life. Rastafari to all people. One love.
Thank you, Mr. Shango. Thank you. It was nice to having you another Sunday again, and really enjoy the moment with you. And big up to Sun Life. So whenever your immune system getting weak or a thing not working out, check out Sun Life, right?
Yes, because again, we have a wide varieties, a whole rack of vitamins. If you're looking for elderberries,
what's your menu today?
On the menu today we have spinach sip. Spinach sip today. We have rice and peas, which is the basmati rice, and rice and peas. We also have steam bulgur. Excellent for people who are diabetic. The steam bulgur is very excellent for people who are diabetic. We also have ital stew. We also have brown stew, vegetarian chicken, chop suey, vegetarian fish, curry, bean curd, and also ital stew. And for customers who do not know what ital stew is, that is one of the reasons why they call it ital stew, because the other day a customer called and let me know there was no salt in the ital stew.
No salt.
Yes, in the ital stew. So apparently the customer didn't knew what literally is ital stew, because it was me who answered the call and they complained to say there was no salt in the ital stew. And I had to let them know that's why they call it ital stew.
Ital stew consists of different vegetable, coconut milk, and red
it's
peas.
just raw.
Yes.
You know, no additive. Of course, you have your onions, you have your scallion, you have your pepper in it, but no additive as no form of sodium in it. No.
But I don't. How could somebody detect? I eat ital stew a lot, and I never eat it to taste for salt. I just this texture of the ital stew is very delicious.
Well, everyone is different, and it's not everyone knows. That's what it is, you know. And
that's somebody who deep down to say, you see, that's our problem. That's why we have so many sickness, because of the salt.
Yes, but you see, when people don't know, you know, it is you who know better as to enlighten them. Because there was a time when I didn't know things. I used to consume a whole bunch of garbage until I enlightened myself and learned from others. You know, and then I realized as time go on what is good for the body, what is not good for the body.
Right.
Yeah, and you know, that's how it is. But again, you know, people is people. And it is us who knew better as to do our best to enlighten.
Your people that work with you, they must be in good shape, man.
Well,
eat good, everything.
We said the word and we live the life to do that. You know, but we'll see.
All right.
And to everyone on the front page, much love to all the workers who work at Sun Life. Much love, much respect to everyone. One love.
Abalang, where Abalang?
Abalang and Owi. Well, them two youth they never left I.
Yes.
Them two youth they never left I.
No.
Nah, man, them two youth they are soldier and
yes, man.
anyway them youth they upon the battlefield and much love and much respect to them, and not just them but to all people. You know, but them we kind of have them youth they're, you know, different.
Yes. Give thanks.
One love.
It was not so long ago, as far as I can remember, when I was so troubled, didn't know which way to turn or where to go. And then I met this minister. He sat down and began to talk. He said, "Son, tell me your story." Here it is. Once I was a drifter, believe me, in this world all alone. My life was slowly sinking, oh so deep, and I did not have a home, knowing not who to turn to. Oh no, knowing not where to go, I was so ashamed. Then someone said, "Have you tried Jesus?" And I did. Since that day, since that hour, my life has been changed. So I tried Jesus. Oh yes, I tried Jesus. I tried Jesus. Oh yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I said Jesus, 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 and Jesus alone knows my pain. He knows my pain. Yes, I tried Jesus. I tried Jesus' hand. You see, I was just a sinner. Yes, I was. With a cold and lonely heart. But I found my world was all built around me. Believe me. And suddenly it was falling apart. That's when he turned to me. He said, son, let me tell you something. When you try everything and nothing works for you, always remember there's one thing I learned. When everything else fails, remember, you can always try Jesus. He's your healer. He's your provider. Oh, thank God I tried Jesus. Yes, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I tried Jesus. I tried Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. I tried Jesus. Yes, I tried Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, and Jesus alone. Jesus alone knows my pain. He knows my pain. Oh, yes, I tried Jesus. I tried Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. So glad I tried Jesus. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm so glad. You see, and ever since that day, ever since that day, ever since that hour, ever since that hour, my life has never been the same. Yes, I tried Jesus. I tried Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. So glad I tried Jesus. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm so glad. You see, and ever since that day, ever since that day, ever since that hour, ever since that hour, my life has never been the same.
Doctor, doctor. Everyone needs some peace in their life. Peace Music Billiards. Rack 'em up, turn up the music. The Billiard Man, servicing pool tables since 1995. New Jersey, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania. Call 845-598-1401. That's 845-598-1401. www.thebilliardman.com. Follow Peace Music Billiards on Facebook and Instagram. Billiard Doctor, Billiard Doctor, Billiard Doctor.
Everywhere I go, Satan tried to stop me. Everywhere I turn, someone tried to block me. Satan is alive from the pit of hell. On the truth you cannot tell. Get out of my way. I'm going to the town. I'm going up this hill. You can't stop me. I'm climbing this mountain. Please don't block me. Satan, I plead the blood of Jesus against you. Move out of my way. Get out of my way. I'm going to the town. Even on the someone trying to block me. Even in the church, Satan tried to stop me. But who God bless, no man can curse. Get out of my way, for you can't stop me.